this is the future.
Today is August 24th, 2023. It is 3:35 a.m. This is video number 2, and this video it will be for our Pot of Pure service, not this channel. Let's go to that channel to show the back end. Switch channel. Okay, it will be for this channel. And new subscribers, welcome, because this video got a lot of you to subscribe. Welcome. 420 subscribers. This channel is not monetized yet, so I need to create more content for you guys. And in this channel, that's where I will be highlighting a lot of charities, so which means this video is about charity. All right, so these are some videos that I've already put and some charities that I've already highlighted. Okay, so now Invictus is about to come, and people are tweeting about Invictus and different charities, so I feel like whenever I come across those tweets for you guys, I need to bring them over here. All right, so not to mix it with my other channel. Pure Team Sussex or Pure YTE. All right, so let's get going. This is the first tweet. Okay, I love where Prince Harry has remained committed to the causes that are close to his heart. This is Center Bali he co-founded with Prince Yoso in 2006. It's been thriving for 17 years. He's been a well child patron for 16 years.
Last year, when my wife and I attended, we knew we were expecting our first child. No one else did at the time, but we did. And I remember... Sorry. And I remember squeezing Meghan's hand so tight during the awards, and both of us were thinking what it would be like to be parents one day, and more so what it would be like to do everything we could to protect and help our child should they be born with immediate challenges or become unwell over time. And now, as parents, being here and speaking to all of you pulls at my heartstrings in a way I could never have understood until I had a child of my own. No parent wants to hear that their child will suffer, that they will face extraordinary challenges that will affect them throughout their lives. And yet, after meeting all of the well-child parents and the kids themselves over the years, you've managed to give all of us a sense of optimism, a sense of hope and strength that no professional, no best-selling book, and no amount of advice could ever give any of us. So thank you for being you.
White?
You tell you what, you sound just like my son Archie.
Really?
The same little squeaky voice. I love it.
Yeah.
I gotta do this foot, Mama, because I was with you.
And how his Invictus game are close to 10 years. Wow. Okay, so it's 50 seconds. I hope there's no music. Okay, so they're performing for him. It's playing over. I might fast forward a little bit because I thought I would see other things, but it's just focus on him. And there's a music in the background that's probably gonna, I will not let play. There's this, I know sis. He reminds me so much of Diana here. Me too. Heartbreaking. Look at him. Her little Spencer, charismatic, empathetic, awesome. He's truly his mother's son through and through. That's why his brother is upset about it. Through all his ups and downs, Harry found projects to make a difference. William was to cuddle to find something to make a difference in the UK or elsewhere. He doesn't hate Harry. He is jealous of Harry's success. All he needs to do is put the work in. There's so many charities. He doesn't need to recreate, like Princess Anne have said. He doesn't need to reinvent the wheel. A lot of charities already exist. All he needs to do is support them and do what's right. Look at this. They give him a golden ball. This is my way of saying the FIFA World Cup. Okay? All he needed to do is show up. Who cares if people were gonna boo him? All he needed to do is go there and show support for the team. He fumbled the ball. Alright, so I don't know. All he needed to do is support charities that's already there, highlight things. Okay, better yet, just copy what Harry's doing. They love to copy, right? They love to copy things, put up front or whatever. But copy the kind of work Harry is doing. Physically. Do the work behind the scene. Okay? Just to fly over there, shake those people's hand, he could not do. Alright? Queen Letizia had to shake the UK players. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay? But if William was there, he would be handing them the award, and then they will shake William's hand and the queen hand. Okay, because she's there. My goodness. Okay, if he was able to tell Harry that they do not know each other at school and repeat the same thing in Botswana, that simply means he hates him. Yeah.
Probably one of my first days. Probably me turning up thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me. Probably one of my first days. Probably me turning up thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me.
Yeah, by that time Harry was still a child and hadn't started any project. Really was brought up to think he was the only one that matters. Yeah, he's the product of the institution. They made him feel that way. Okay, Diana's baby doing amazing thing in this world. And I think William was there next to him too. Okay, so true consistency is truly his motto. Oh, that is so Diana. He is indeed Okay, Harry wanted the big brother to support him. They should have been very close, not only as brothers but also as friends. Harry knew his position in the firm. He just wanted a family unit. Unfortunately, the rest of the royals didn't know how to separate the two. Bingo!
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life, you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
That's it. And this is why Harry had issues with the tabloid, where he said when he wants his private life, that's it. No reporters coming in front of him, you know, whatever. But if he's out there, okay, doing charity work, take as many pictures as you want. This is it. This was the problem. The institution want, you know, to meddle into everything. Why is that? Because again, I have to go back to this. When the Queen Elizabeth's father died, okay, now the Queen Elizabeth become queen, and then the institution took over in terms of how to manage Charles. I think Charles was like what, 4 or 5 years old or something like that, or maybe 3. Okay, so this is the perfect age to mold him, and they started molding him to what they wanted, and then he become like that. They made him afraid of all sort of things, and they made him feel like the tabloid is the best thing for him. You know, not thinking all you need to do is please the people. That's all, not the tabloid. You need to please the people. Once the people love you, forget what the tabloid say. Okay, so the man in gray suit mold Charles to be the person that he is, and then at the end they took Charles' children, well, not children, Charles' heir, which is William, and mold them into what he is now. Okay, they left Harry out. They treat Harry like second-class citizen. Even the grandmother, no, that was with Charles. All right, they will give William the best of everything until William finished with whatever. Then Harry will get it. So they treated Harry second-class citizen. Okay, so William always feel like he is entitled for everything, but the only thing he cannot entitle to, I mean, he could if he tried to make it himself, is to be a better human being, but the institution ruined it for him. All right, let me read some of these, and then so that's it. Okay, when he puts his mind to something, he sticks with it and get it done. All right, so let's see this. Okay, Prince Harry, behind those smiles, it was clear they desperately needed care, attention, and above all, love. There's that. Since its inception, Prince Harry has worked hard to raise awareness around St. Bally's important work. Again, all right, this first sentence alone. This is what patrons do. This is what his brother's supposed to do with all those other patronages that he has, and the sister-in-law, whatever, William's wife. Okay, but instead they want to be patron of everything, to add up, you know, to have certain amount of numbers.
So you're affiliated, as many in your family are, with many charities. You're patrons of certain organizations. I read that you have about 15 charities that you're affiliated with. Your brother and sister-in-law have about 35, but that's less than some other members of your family, right? You all are doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So how do you focus?
So,
And tell us that by contrast, how many charities might other royals be affiliated with in different generations?
Hundreds. My grandmother had to rewrite the rule books to a certain extent. My father, my mother have also done it their way, and now we're the younger generation coming through, trying to do it our way because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And it worked for previous generations.
All right, but they never show up. All right, like one of those charities, they did a Zoom meeting or whatever, and then the guy said, "You never show up since 2000 whatever."
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking actually, it's been a while since I last visited. So yeah, definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last here.
No. It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
Okay, so Harry take it very seriously. He stick to what it's important to his heart, what he's passionate about.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going. It's a kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I get all of my passion, inspiration and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them, all the way to 28, 30-year-olds who at some point in their life have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age. Because it's all about giving back. Because of the work that we end up doing, you can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. But as I said just now, the younger generation of the world has turned me into an optimist, because they are the best connected, the most passionate generation that I think that we've ever had. And what we need to do is be able to create a platform so that they can be heard, because they have the solutions to some of the world's biggest problems. And we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year.
And then he helped them. Well, child, Santa Bali, his baby, I call that his baby, along with Invictus, and he make it work. All right, and then bring awareness, raise awareness to those things. All right, so let's read that again. Since its inception, Prince Harry has worked hard to raise awareness around Santa Bali's important work, as well as shining a light on the urgent issue facing Lesotho's most vulnerable children. His Royal Highness regularly visit the charity's project and programs in Lesotho's in both a public and private capacity, and attend. Okay, I can read the rest. I think that's what it says. It's half of it. So there's this here, and I believe this young man came to his wedding. They remain friends. Okay, 19 years old. Okay, 19 years old. Prince Harry and Mutsu Posen. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. 4. That's where he was. The age he first met. 4. Plant a fruit tree at the men's as children's home near Mohale's Ho, Lesotho. Harry meets his old friend Mutsu Posen 2 years later, and the ground of men's as children's home 2 years later in 2006, while on a return visit. They remain friends. Yep, and he came to his wedding. Okay, there they are here. There's Harry's brother, Nacho, and there's the other prince. They raised it together, and both of them lost their mother. The prince, what's Prince Sioso? I think that's his name, Sioso. If I pronounce it wrong, sorry. All right, And there's Nacho, very good person, helping them, very good person. Okay, so that was in Japan recently. I didn't have any videos of it. I'm sorry, I didn't find any videos of that meeting. All right, I would have shared it with you. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so this is a well child tweet that I came across, and I think I posted on my community board on this channel. Okay, this is Omid Scobie. Prince Harry is London bound next month to attend the Well Child Award. The Duke, who has been patron of the charity for 15 years, will fly in for the September 7th ceremony and to spend time with each winner and their families at a special reception. Says Harry, quote, "For nearly 20 years, Well Child has been transforming the lives of children and young people across the UK, providing critical care and prioritizes the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of these individuals and their families. The courage and strength embodied by these young people and the tireless devotion of those who support them never cease to inspire me. I'm honored to attend this year's award ceremony and celebrate their incredible work." All right, so there's a letter. Let's see how big it is. Okay, so it's much better. Okay, press release, strictly embargoed. Okay, there's that. The date 24th August. So that was earlier today. So when I saw it, I probably just have seen it. Okay, Well Child patron Prince Well Child who put it out. Okay, Well Child patron Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, to attend Well Child Award ceremony. For a minute I thought it was Archewell who put it out, so it's Well Child who put it. Okay, Well Child patron Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will be attending the prestigious National 2023 Well Child Award in association with GSK, taking place in London on September 7. The awards are run by Well Child, the national charity for seriously ill children. They celebrate the inspirational qualities of children and young people living with serious illnesses or complex medical needs and honor the dedication of those around them who go the extra mile to keep these children healthy and happy. Prince Harry, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking of I don't share it. I haven't shared it on any of my channel. That nurse in the UK who was just convicted. My goodness. All right, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has been Well Child patron for 15 years and has provided invaluable help, equally in raising awareness and financial contribution. That's for sure. What is it for Spare? He donated, I believe, £300,000 to Well Child to ensure the charity can pursue its mission to improve the quality of life for seriously ill children and their families. He has attended the Well Child Award on 11 previous occasions and will spend time with each winner and their families at pre-ceremony reception, listening to their stories and helping create lifelong memories. Prince Harry will then attend the ceremony and present the award for Inspirational Child, age 4 to 6, and deliver a speech. Alright, so this is that. Alright, let's see some of the comment. Don't be surprised if I see some of the, how do you call this? The haters. Brilliant strategy that Meghan isn't coming. Smart to protect her like this. Hats off to Harry, Well Child, and Meghan anyway. All right, let's see for comment here. That's an assumption and unnecessary one. This is a squatty, but I'll give it a pass. I'll be surprised if she ever returns to the UK. I don't think she will. I doubt she'll step foot in the UK again unless there is a reconciliation between Harry and her and the British royal family. She is entirely correct in my opinion. They probably don't want to say it. You just never know. You just never know. Okay, so let's see here. Harry will spend time with their families in the UK, but not visit his own extended family who live in the UK. A disgrace. Okay, if you understand why, okay. If I was him too, I would stay away because they don't mean well for him. Okay, a disgrace. And what about bringing his wife, children? Okay, for them to start bashing on them again, on Meghan again? No, which will help squelch the marriage separation rumor. It's none of your business. They know what they have. They don't need to prove anything to anybody. They know what they have. It's their business. All right, service is universal. All right, let's go into that, and then after that I'm gonna go to the next one. Okay, when you know your marriage is okay, thank you, that's what I was just thinking. When you know your marriage is okay, there is nothing to squelch. They ain't gonna waste their time worrying about made up garbage. They have nothing to prove to nobody about their marriage. They don't own anything. Okay, you think what you want to think. All right, no one cares if you know they're real or not. Who are you? No one cares what you think. All right, so that's that. There's some of the things I cannot see. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the haters have to come in everything. Next tweet. Okay, now we are about Invictus. See you soon in Düsseldorf. That's September 9 through 16. Okay, join the battle of the brave. Ticket available now. There's that. Okay, are you live streaming it? Since Amazon is a sponsor, ask Bezos to live stream it on Amazon, please. Okay, that's business oriented thing, so they have to see how it works for them. So I don't know how these things work, so if they could, they would have. Okay, I can't wait. And if some of you are new, I have another channel which is PYTE. This is my main channel for everything, but now I have this one. I will be posting things about charity. So last year's Invictus is on PYTE. So some of the content that I was able to create for you are the squads from the UK who travel, well, maybe some other squad, but majority of them were some from the UK. Okay, so they share their content on Twitter, so I share them with you. Whatever I was able to come across, I share them. Okay, and that's how I was able to know what officials in the UK were not supporting the vets and all of that. All right, so whatever they are sharing, that's what I'll be sharing with you. Okay, so there's this ad. Okay, see you out there. Bring on the game. Can't wait. Good luck to those who are competing. Okay, is this the real thing? Logo looks different. Then we call them advertising. Ticket purchase before go to the actual site to buy. Don't trust this thing. Yeah, that's them. Invictus Game Düsseldorf. Let's see here. That's them. I think that's them. Okay, that's them. All right, so let's go. It's okay to be skeptic, but I think that's them. Let's go to the next tweet. Is about Invictus as well. Oh my god, I'm already 19 minutes. All right, this one was supposed to be on yesterday's video. My last video, I skipped it for some reason. So when I was editing, and I was like, what happened to this? And I realized I skipped it, so I put it here again. Okay, this project services as the first follow-up to their docuseries Harry and Meghan. All right, that's an InStyle article. We finally have a trailer and release date for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Netflix released the trailer for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix series Heart of Invictus, and I think I have that video. Okay, Live to Lead was the follow-up. Totally false. The documentary Live to Lead exists. Stop erasing people's achievement. Okay, so this one I cannot see. Let's see here. Okay, you're unable to view this because yes. Okay, so so I can't see what they vote, so I don't know. Oh my gosh, at Netflix cancel everything. Red dress doesn't know anyone who likes them. What are they talking about? Okay, I don't know. Okay. Probably these are the haters. Duchess Meghan inspired. So that's from last year Invictus when Meghan were addressed similar to that. So this is Queen Letizia, by the way. Okay, I think I shared this on my other channel, so let me not bring it here. All right, so let's focus on this. This is extra. Okay, let's this here. What about this? Their voices give us hope. Their actions share our world. Their leadership inspire our future. Live to Lead, a docuseries presented by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, premiered December 31st. That was last year. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on Netflix. I watched it. All right, so let's listen to it. I'll be putting some screenshot in between, okay? And then after that, I'll go to my next tweet.
Take one.
At every turn in my life, I thought, do I really want this? And if the answer is yes, you find a way.
And I think RBG's, that was her last, I think, where did I read this? I think that was her last televised video before she passed, okay? She was a US Supreme Court, all right? She passed away, what, 2 or 3 years ago? Time flies, could be 2 years.
This was inspired by Nelson Mandela, who once said, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived.
It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead."
Leadership mainly means by example. We do what we see way, way, way more than what we're told.
We actually have to make a choice to do uncomfortable things.
The eyes of all future generations are upon you. If you choose to fail us, we will never forgive you.
That we do off the field is the most important.
Oh my god, this is where I saw it on one video. I don't know if it's in this channel or my other channel, and I saw a picture of him. It could have been this channel. I was like, I've seen a story about him. I didn't remember if I read it, if I saw it. I was like, there was a story about him. That was to that. Now I remember. Okay, so let's continue.
Don't follow your dreams, follow your life, your dreams follow you.
As leaders, we have the keys to create a sense of security and a sense of hope.
It's about people who have made brave choices.
To fight for change and to become leaders.
And giving inspiration to the rest of us. To live, to lead.
Okay, so that wasn't part of the video, but since it was there, why not share it? Okay, so this is one of their work. All right, this is my last one for this video. Okay, so this is the come on, this is the trailer. All right, embody the Invictus Games spirit and unleash the unstoppable determination. See you soon in Düsseldorf. 9 to 16 September. All right, there will be screenshot in between. Okay, if I let it play like that, YouTube will flag it. Okay, but just listen.
Out of the night covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. It matters not how straight the aid, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Okay, so it's playing again. Let's read some of the comment. This is goosebump stuff. I know many of us say we can't wait. For real, we cannot wait. Heart of Invictus Games. Imagine how we feel after all this prep. There's that. That was them Invictus who responded. That's the GIF. It's going to be epic. Can't wait. That's an ad, forget that. Okay, so excited, looking amazing. Excitement, looking forward to the game. Let's go. Yes, we go. Thumbs up, can't wait. See you online. Okay, chill. I love this. Can't wait to watch. That's another ad. All right, so there's a lot of emojis, and there's another ad. Okay, so let's do a prayer. So the prayer that we will do here is prayer for strength. Oops. All right. Okay, amen. Dear God, please give me strength when I am weak, love when I feel forsaken, courage when I am afraid, wisdom when I feel foolish, comfort when I am alone, and hope when I feel rejected, and peace when I am in turmoil. I feel like this is the same thing from what I read for my other video, because I left it open. I opened a new tab because I didn't take the screenshot for it yet. Let's see here. Oh no, it's not the same. Oh Lord, no, I thought it was the same. Okay, That's for video 1. So that's it. Okay, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Oh, one person just did. And I have other channels. I have PureYTE. That's my main channel. Right now, I'm not posting anything on it yet, but I will eventually go back to it. And I have this channel that will focus on charities only. And I have another backup channel, which is our RPU Team Sussex. That's my that's the channel I've been posting a lot of tweets lately. So in this one, it will be focused only on charities. You could donate to support all of these channels through either PayPal, Cash App, or become a patron on Patreon. Okay, there's $5, there's $10, $20, even $50. That doesn't mean you will not see certain things if you become a $5 patron. Everybody who's on Patreon will see the exact same thing. It's just if you have a little bit extra to give, you could choose whichever amount you want to contribute. Other than that, PayPal is fine, or Cash App. And then on Patreon, there are some videos that sometime maybe YouTube might give me a hard time to share. I will post them on that on Patreon. And there's some videos that I did, which I mentioned on my last video on my RPU Team Sussex, that I said I should upload on Patreon, that I've created like 2 years ago but never upload them on YouTube because they were very controversial. So I might put these videos on Patreon. If you want to watch, you watch. Okay, but if you don't want to be a patron, that's fine. You will see everything. As long as you subscribe to all of my channels, you will see everything that the Sussexes are doing based on that comes my way. Okay, I'm not gonna dig and find all sort of things. If I see them on Twitter, I will share them. Okay, if they come on my timeline and it's worth sharing, I will share them with you. Okay, they will be on YouTube for free. All you have to do is subscribe. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
We made it work, and now we're here, so we're thrilled.
Evolution. This is the future.
And now we're here, so we're thrilled.